Hello everyone, and welcome to this Cloud9 Insight video. Today talking you through Microsoft Dynamics 365 storage changes that are coming in April 2019. So what I'll do as we kind of go through this video today is actually show you what we have as a bit of a recap in place right now, and also what will be changing post April 2019. So as we can see from this slideshow here, we can see that the database storage is actually going to be changing and actually becoming three different segments of the database storage: file capacity and log capacity. So with database capacity, we'll be storing and managing the entity definitions and data. With the file capacity, it'll be a place where you store the attachments, files, photos and videos. With log capacity, this will be where you can record data changes over time for analysis and also reporting purposes. This is essentially your audit logs. For the customer engagement part of this, this is again a recap of what we have right now. So we have the 10 gigabytes of database storage, and then we have the accrued entitlement per full enterprise USL. Per 20 users, you'll get the 5 gigabytes additional storage. Post April 2019, this is how it's going to be changing. So the database capacity is 10 gigabytes, and the accrued entitlement per full enterprise USL will be 250 megabytes. Now, this is actually per license, so you don't need to get 20 full users. This is in fact the same if you was to divide the 5 gigabytes by 20 users, you get 250 megabytes. So it just means that those customers or clients that have 19 users or 15 users at a full enterprise USL will actually now be able to benefit from additional capacities. With the file capacity, this is going to be 20 gigabytes, and this will be giving you a 2 gigabyte increment per full enterprise USL. With log capacity, this will be 2 gigabytes, and there is no additional accrued entitlement for any license time. So an additional bit of information on here is that additional instances can now be created when at least 1 gigabyte of database capacity is available. There's now no need to purchase additional instances or environments. So PowerApps. We're going to talk through now the Plan 1 and what's in place right now pre-April 2019. So the database storage on this is per full enterprise USL, and this is the 20 megabytes. Going forward, it's going to be changing a little bit similar to how customer engagement works, and this is going to be giving you database capacity at 1 gigabyte with an accrued entitlement per full enterprise USL of 20 megabytes. The file capacity is 20 gigabytes, and there is no accrued entitlement per full enterprise USL. And then there'll be a log capacity of 2 gigabytes with no additional accrued entitlement per full enterprise USL as well. So, Plan 2. Plan 2, as we know, it comes with 2 environments, and you get an accrued entitlement per full enterprise USL of 200 megabytes. That's how it works right now. Going forward, this is how it's going to change. So the database capacity is going to be 10 gigabytes, and you'll get a 250 megabyte per full enterprise USL accrued entitlement to that storage. You'll have 20 gigabytes on file capacity, and this will be 2 gigabytes additional for each accrued entitlement for every full enterprise USL. And then we'll have the log capacity at 2 gigabytes, and that stays the same regardless of how many full enterprise licenses that you have. So, unified operations. This is how it looks right now, pre-April 2019, and this is giving you a database storage of 10 gigabytes, and that's 5 gigabytes for every 24 users, and you get the file storage of 100 gigabytes. The post-April 2019 changes, so 20 gigabytes with 500 megabyte accrued entitlement per full enterprise USL. So the entitlement has in fact doubled for this part. And again, you won't need to have 20 full licenses in use to actually start benefiting from accrued entitlement. You'll start getting that from any additional user. With file storage, you'll get the default capacity of 40 gigabytes with the accrued entitlement per full enterprise USL of 4 gigabytes. Okay, so that is in fact it for all the changes. What we do have now is some questions and answers that we had from colleagues and also through kind of the Microsoft world as well. A few things on here. So when can I switch to the new plans? So once your current term ends, you'll be able to move to the updated plans, and this will have to be post April 2019. And also, what storage entitlement do I receive for Dynamics for marketing, given there is no marketing users? So Dynamics 365 for marketing customers get the same default tenant entitlement, but do not get additional entitlements for additional users. How does this affect non-profit licenses? That was an interesting one. The license model will actually kind of stay very similar. There will be the discounts or very similar discounts that actually are applied right now to licenses, and those will be kind of going forward post-April as well. What happens with attachments? So attachments from within activities will be stored in file capacity, but the metadata will be stored within database capacity. So again, that's kind of, I suppose, one of the benefits as to why they're kind of separating those data areas. So don't forget to have a look at our website. So this is cloud9insight.com. And of course, if you do have any questions or any queries, or you'd like to know more about kind of Dynamics 365 or interested in having it in your business platform, then you can contact us on 01273 921 510, or of course you can email us or get online to cloud9insight.com.